Well, hello, everybody. Thanks to Mr. Ambassador and Embassy staff to inviting me and to give me the opportunity to talk today about the Swiss Mobility Lab. That's, as said by my previous colleague, a joint initiative, a kind of 3P initiative. And I will highlight two projects of this Swiss Mobility Lab turning around autonomous vehicles. So first, I will introduce the Mobility Lab itself. So it's a joint initiative with 5 key partners from politics, economics, and academia in the state of Valais. So first of these partners is Post Auto. Post Auto is a major bus operator in Switzerland, and it belongs to Swiss Post, so basically a private company. There is two politics aboard, so the canton of Valais, so the local government of the state where we are, the city of Sion, so this is the capital of this state, and two academic, so with the Swiss Federal Institute of Technologies in Lausanne, it's EPFL, and my university, so basically University of Applied Sciences of Western Switzerland. The main goal of this Swiss Mobility Lab is to explore and develop and design some innovation around mobility, a broad sense, a large sense. So we cover different interdisciplinary synergies around this kind of projects. And we have a kind of playground to test innovative solution in mobility coming from bike sharing or car sharing systems, ticketless bidding systems, or autonomous vehicles. So first of this project is the Smart Shuttle one. So it's a project that started 4 months ago in June 2016 in collaboration with my colleague from BestMile. He will be the next speaker. And let me introduce you the smart shuttles before I will much more go in details with the short videos.
Hello, I'm over here. My name is Smart Shuttle and I move by myself. You heard right, I'm a self-driving vehicle. My drive is 100% electric. Our environment is changing and placing high demands on new mobility solutions. There are still many areas where people would like to be able to move around with greater ease. Conventional solutions are often not the best solutions. Not all routes can or need to be tackled by foot, whether it be due to the weather, convenience, or for physical reasons. Sometimes buses are too big. It would be too harmful for the environment if everybody drove their own car. I, on the other hand, am sustainable, flexible, and cost-efficient. Take Mrs. Smith, for example, who goes shopping at the weekly market in the Old Town Centre. As there are no direct transport links, Smart Shuttle is a practical solution. With Smart Shuttle, communities can improve their visitors' mobility and increase the location's appeal. And this is Mr. Miller. He owns a large factory. The employees cover large distances around the factory grounds every day. Now they can cover this distance faster and with greater comfort thanks to Smart Shuttle. Smart Shuttle also helps tourism providers and event organisers cover short distances using a state-of-the-art vehicle. Smart Shuttle provides an extraordinary experience for visitors. Smart Shuttle does not replace the existing public transport network, but complements it, offering solutions where no others exist, whether on company premises, at the hospital, or at the airport. There are countless possibilities for its use. Smart Shuttle is happy to adapt to suit your individual needs. Postbus is transforming into an integrated provider of mobility solutions. As a pioneer in the use of new technology, Postbus is designing the mobility of the future. But am I just a vision? No, I'm already a reality. You can find more information at postbus.ch/smartshuttle.
So after this short video, as you can see, there are many advantages to use this kind of smart shuttles for different operators, but I will focus the next couple of slides about user experience. So what are the advantages for the end users, for the passengers, to use this kind of new vehicles. So first of all, and Post Toto, so the bus operator behind this initiative, do not want to replace existing bus and lines and routes with this kind of new vehicles. So there is definitely, they want to explore new offers for people, for citizens, for passengers. So it's really a complementary offer to the existing public transportation infrastructure. And in the context of the city of Sion, you can see the yellow part is mostly a pedestrian area. So it's the old town and the old city center of Sion. It's definitely not adapted to run a vehicle. It's very narrow streets and a lot of pedestrians area. Even if these vehicles are able to run on and to drive on open roads, and they are just on the edge of this yellow part, but today or before, I mean, these pilots, there was not a public transportation offer at all in this yellow area, and this yellow area is around 1 kilometer squares. So it could be problematic, as you've seen in the video, for some people when it's raining or when it's snowing, if you have some bags, to run the last mile. So first, it can almost access everywhere. Even in my own car, I will not go in that street because with the mirror, I'm not sure I can manage to pass in that narrow street. And actually, once the shuttle is engaged in this street, there's still 8 centimeters in each side before the wall. So you can really access almost everywhere with this kind of vehicle, and that's a good thing. The second one is very safe, especially in pedestrian area. So there is obviously a lot of sensors and captors in these vehicles, so they are able to manage almost every situation, even with small kids or dogs or every family just around, and they can just stop if something happens and cross just in front of them. It's quiet. There is no pollution because it's an electric vehicles. So you can use this in a touristic place, for example, or close to terrace. You do not disturb people with this kind of vehicle. It's not like if you have an engine motors, engine vehicles going to that. And last but not least, trust me, it's really fun. From a passenger point of view, you should give it a try to this kind of vehicle. The first time you go on board, it's really impressive because you are just looking for the steering wheels, pedals, and okay, there is nothing. Nobody, even if you go inside and you are the first to go on board, it's really surprising the first time because you are used to say hello to the driver or something like that. No, not in that case. And when it starts to move, it's really impressive because you stand up usually in this kind of vehicle. So it's really a nice experience. So you should give it a try. So that's the main point. And a lot of people tried this shuttle so far just by curiosity and not really to get some new services. So the test pilot of this project started 4 months ago. Is planned for almost two years until December 2017. And the main objectives of this pilot is to explore and to see what are the user acceptance of this new kind of vehicles. And so far, there is not so much fear, and people are not afraid to get on board. They are more curious, and they have some question: what happens if a dog or a child, kids just cross in front of the shuttle, and you can experiment it, and people can really see that it's really safe and it brings value to maybe older people to get to their home and to cover the last mile in pedestrian area. So far there are 2 shuttles in operation, and a couple of days ago we celebrated the 10,000 passengers transported, and even if the loop, the actual route of this shuttle is a little bit more than 1 kilometer, already they covered more than 1,500 kilometers. So that was about the first project. But before introducing the second project, even if during this pilot the use of this shuttle are free, okay, it's a decision made by the operator. They say, okay, give it a try and we will make it free for you, so you can, as passenger, use this shuttle for free. But in the next future, as operator, you have to think about how to build these trips. I mean, and in that context, you do not have drivers, so you cannot buy your ticket on board. And in the near future, these shuttles will be decoupled from standard bus stop. You could ask on demand this kind of shuttle. They can stop almost everywhere, so you couldn't have a dedicated point to get your tickets. So that's the reason why of this second experiment. So this project name Chibo, so for check-in, be out. And once again, I have a short video to introduce it. So there is some text in French, but I will explain you during this video. Just before that, you have to note that post-auto buses are equipped since a long time with Wi-Fi and 3G connection. So post-auto made this decision 5 years ago just to offer internet access to their passenger. And this project wants to take benefits of this existing infrastructure to build a new billing system which could be applied in the near future to the smart shuttle. So first of all, you have to download an app for your smartphone, Android devices or iOS, and just log for the first time. So basically you enter a user and password and activate the Wi-Fi, and that's it. You are just waiting for your buses, and just while you go on board, just check in, so pushing a simple button on your smartphone application, and your smartphone will connect it to the Wi-Fi, to the bus Wi-Fi. In some way, you just buy your tickets and enjoy the ride, simply enjoy the ride. So you can take benefits of the Wi-Fi connection to check your email, browse the web, or whatever you want, or even put your smartphone in your pocket. So during all the trips, your smartphone is connected to the Wi-Fi, and when you reach your destination, just jump off the bus without any action. This is be out. The systems will detect automatically that your smartphone lost the connection with the onboard Wi-Fi router. And the system behind, so obviously there is an information system behind, calculates all your trip, so he knows where you jump on, he knows where you jump off, and at the end of the month, you will receive the bill, taking into account your usage. I mean, if 1 month you took the bus only 2 times, you will be charged 2 single journey. But if you use it more and more often in 1 month, maybe it's more advantageous for you to get a monthly abonnement, and the system will charge it. So you are sure to pay the best price for based on your usage. So this kind of new ticketing system, actually, it's not a ticketing system. It's a ticketless system, because you don't have to think before, okay, I want to go from that point to that point, so I have to buy this kind of ticket. No, don't mind. Just check in, be out, that's it. And at the end of the month, you will pay for your usage. So the cheapest user experience is, yeah, as I say, there is no ticket. So you do not have to worry or to mind about it. User always gets the best price based on the use. So you do not have to anticipate and to say, okay, this month I will take my monthly abonnement or not. No, just use it, and at the end you have the guarantee you will pay the best price. And it's really convenient and really easy to use. You do not need too much pricing table or to think about which kind of trip you want to do. Just go on board and live. And based on these systems, we want to explore in the near future maybe some kind of dynamic pricing systems based on maybe occupancy of the bus to promote, maybe to give you some promotion of rabattes if you travel in time where there is not so many people in the bus. And obviously for operators is very, very interesting because you have a lot of data analysis maybe to plan, to schedule well your bus. So as a conclusion, user experience, at least in Switzerland, is more important than ever to change behavior and to encourage people to move the way they use public transportation. And with these two projects of this mobility lab, we've seen that this user experience can take many forms with new offers or new services, with shuttles, where today you do not have any public transportation systems, and new ticketless billing systems. And obviously, as an IT guy and information system guy, for operators is new data, and the more data you have, the more happy we are. So thanks for your attention.